what I tell people about that day, August 20th, 1987, that was the day that I met God and the devil at the same time. The reason why I say that because, you know, there's a saying out there that they say, get rich or die trying. Well, I was rich and I died trying. You understand? And I came back to life and would never lead nobody in that direction. To take that way of life, to sell drugs and do all those things, because in the game, being honest, I played very fair. I looked out for everybody. I was making a lot of money. I made sure my community was eating, the old people was fed, their bills were paid. You know, I looked out for the hood, threw money up in the street, through block parties, bus rides, gave away mopeds, dirt bikes, stands, you know, things that you do to feed the community. I did all these things. I did everything that, you know, living in the game that you're supposed to do. Cars, women, you know, made sure everybody was eating in my hood. So everybody loved and respected me for who I was. But at the end of the day, there's always going to be a creep in the midst that's going to say, damn, if I rob this nigga, will I be the next one they looking up to like that? You understand? But some people, you know, you got givers and you got takers. Because I would have never, you know, plot on no one like that to take their life and kill whoever's in the apartment just to get, you know, a bag. That's what they call it today. But at the end of the day, your own sister's boyfriend sets you up for a situation like that. You know, and let me say this. You know, the game, doing good in the game sometimes could be doing wrong, because you think you just, you know, loved by all, but there's more haters and jealousy that will work against you, brother, than, you know what I mean? The sucker shit, man.
So, I mean, here you are at the time. I mean, just take everybody back. You know, you're making a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you a lot of risks out there, of course. And you said your sister's boyfriend had did this horrible thing. How many people survived and how many people were killed during this incident?
In that situation, all right, 3 people died. Joanne Blue, which I call my aunt, her friend, Myra Enoch, and my man Charlie T died. Michael Lamar lived, and this young girl, Lynette Bell, she lived and I lived. So it was attempt murder, all 6 of us, but 3 people lived and 3 people died. You know, and I felt guilty about that because they came to rob me. But you know how they can. You cannot leave no witnesses. And the funny thing about it, man, they really didn't get nothing out of that situation. But what I had in my pocket, because they didn't open up the safe, they couldn't get the safe open, and they left the safe. So all they had is the money that I had in my pocket, which was $5,000. I think I had a chain on my neck that was maybe worth about $15,000 or something like that. You know, that's all they got. But you try to kill 6 people for that. So the question becomes why. You know what I mean?
That's horrible, and for you to survive that, for 3 people to survive that, you know, is an amazing thing in itself. And rest in peace to the 3 that did not survive. During that incident, how many times were you hit, and were you not hit in the head as well?
I was shot in the head twice at point blank range, once in the neck, once in the shoulder, and I think the other was one was in the hand and the other was one in the leg. I broke my leg. The gunshot broke my leg in 3 different spots. I can't smell no more from that day, but my vision is not blurry because that day, that's the night that I met God, and He made me open up my third eye and really understand who He is and where He is. and what he is. You understand? No religions. I'm talking about the real, true living God. No religions. Religion is just a place to, learn about, and I don't know, but I don't get down with that. I know God.
We had Lord Infamous
like
on the show of 3-6 Mafia, and before he died, rest in peace to him. But he died once prior, and he was talking about his experience of going to hell and then coming back up and then going down. And did you have like a out of body experience during that time?
Definitely, but they shot the first gun. The guy put the gun to my forehead, and I watched them pull the trigger. I heard the noise, but I didn't feel it because my spirit left my body, and I went up into this big, beautiful, bright light. And I was afraid at first, but the light just made me feel totally alive again, like, But where I was heading, I was going somewhere, and I was afraid, and I know I said, God, please, I don't want to die. And that's when I started sending back down to the body. And when I came back into my body, I was shot up on the bathroom floor, and somehow, some way, I got up from the floor and went in the bedroom and seen all the bodies laid down, and I just jumped in the bed and put the covers over on me because I felt guilty, like it was all my fault that these people had got shot and nobody was responding. I was trying to wake them up like if they experienced what I said. You can come back now. Come on, you can get up. Come on. All in blood. It was just nasty. I just laid in the bed and put the covers on me because I wanted to wake up dead. But when I woke up, I was in the hospital with my mother over me saying, asking me who shot me.
Yeah, it's like your spirit left your body and it's changing your mind forever and fine.
Say that again?
Yeah, your spirit left your body and it's changing your mind forever. That's time.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Spirit came back in your body, and here you are 30 plus years later. That's amazing in itself. You know what I'm saying? No, I mean, you could have been taken out the game permanently, and I think you're put here to do good and to tell these young cats this is not the life you should be choosing.
Yeah. Definitely, my contract is not with no music company, no movie company. My contract is with God these days, and I'm trying my best to help people see, right from wrong, because these young kids today, they don't even know right from wrong right now. They living in wrong and they think it is right, and for some reason the powers that be is putting the money into wrong because they don't want them to do right, because prison and the cemetery and liquor is big business, so they gotta keep that shit rocking through death and destruction, brother.
It's and plus nowadays it's like a death and drug culture. Like all the stuff that the big mainstream media outlets are pushing is lacking substance, consciousness, and it's poisoning the youth on a major level. And that gets
they're trying their best to me to destroy and dumb down the minds, because it is time for the wake up. It is time for the spell to wear off. It is time for the resurrection. It is time for everybody to become one with God again. And that's what global warming represents, because the sun is God. Not the S-O-N, but the S-U-N represents the return of Jesus, meaning just us all becoming like-minded people and recognizing, okay, God's law, not man's law. And that's the only way that we will become one again in divine order. That breaks down all walls of religion, all walls of racism. It's just divine order, the way it's supposed to be. You feel me?
Make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, like, comment, share. Also go over to UGSforLife.com, download the entire archive, and check out new episodes on Apple Podcasts and Blog Talk Radio.